Hello everybody and welcome to the Vegan Food Festival. My name is Erasmus. I'm the owner and chef of restaurant Foliage in Franschhoek. And we do wild food, vegetables and the odd protein. But the base of our food is plant-based first, and then that's the complete dish. And if we need to, we add protein, otherwise we just cook vegetables. Today I'm going to do one of my favorites, which is a staple on our menu. It's pan-roasted cauliflower, which we roast in olive oil. Then we do some roasted beets. I've added some pickled vegetables, some roasted vegetables today. And then my favorite wild herb, stinging nettle. We're going to make a gremolata from this. Stinging nettle has a very natural sort of meaty umami, if I can call it that. So it's a very savory herb. I'm going to bulk that up with a little bit of marroch and some wild mustard, wild rocket, and a little bit of basil out of the garden just to lift up and give it more of a herbaceous flavor. To that, we're going to add some olive oil, some salt, and a little bit of lime juice. So very straightforward. You can do this Asian style with coriander, basil, however you want to mix and match your herbs. This one today I'm going for wild. Right, so first thing we do, stinging nettle. If your hands are not used to it, this will sting. So I'm going to give this a quick blanch, a very quick blanch, just to take away the sting. The stinging nettle actually doesn't sting. It's got little glass particles that cut your hands. So all I want to do is dissolve that. And the rest of the herbs, I don't want to cook. So as you can see, there's a little bit in there, but it's enough for nice flavor. So my herbs go into a blender. The rest of the herbs are raw. So that goes in my blender. It's all raw, just with the nettle blanched. Olive oil goes in. About 2 tablespoons. A bit of natural sea salt, the juice from 1 lime. So there you can choose if you want to use kombucha that's over fermented, which is very nice. You can use apple cider vinegar, we make our own. You can use any other acid that you want. If you like a lemon, prefer lemon, you can do that as well. Right, so this we're just going to blend up, and to this, to give it a nice crunch, let that run a bit. I've got some peas and broad beans from the garden. I'm going to give that a quick blanch. I have a bit of ice water here, just to refresh it. And then homegrown little carrots and onion. We're going to chop that up and add it to our gremolata as well. Okay, we're going to let that run a bit. And then that's our sauce done. Just quick and easy as that. It's like a pickled herb vinaigrette, gremolata or salsa verde, however you want to name it. I also like to make it with carrot tops when I do a carrot dish instead of cauliflower. We do a kombucha pickled carrot as well, and that will do the same sauce but with carrot tops. Okay, so I'm going to use, now if you want some of the white of the onion in there, you can. I'm not going to. So I've taken some of the cauliflower leaves, chopped that up for our gremolata for a bit of texture. Peas and broad beans can come out. Just want to refresh that in ice so they don't continue cooking. If you want to keep them raw, you can. I mean, if they're straight from the pod, especially the peas, they are delicious. You're going to add some sugar snaps to it, you can. And then I always keep the leaves from the cauliflower to add to the dish raw, because they almost have more flavor than the cauliflower itself. And I have one here that I've kept. So with the cauliflower, the next step, okay, our gremolata is done. I will add that to that just now. So for the cauliflower, cut in half, that'll be 2 steaks. So 1 head of cauliflower will give you 2 portions. Now the offcuts will be our puree. So just break up the tops of the cauliflower or the little offcuts. Now I've got half coconut cream, half coconut milk. So it doesn't just cook out too thick too soon. A little bit of salt. We'll get that back on the heat to cook. Now you want to go quite high heat, so it cooks quite fast and it reduces down fast. And as soon as the cauliflower is nice and tender and the coconut milk and coconut cream's reduced down nice and thick, then we puree it up. And here I have it, made. I put them in little bags. which we can reuse, and that'll give me more control when we plate. So, skip that step, it's made. Pretty straightforward. Next, we get the cauliflower on. So let's get our pan hot. Olive oil. Don't be shy with the oil. So it needs to cook in a medium, otherwise you just dry it out and it just chars. So you can also do this in a steamer if you want to stay away from too much oil. It is delicious steamed. Don't boil it, don't blanch it. So either steam it or grill it. I also like to sometimes wrap it in vine leaves and then grill it. So the cauliflower doesn't actually char itself and the oil stays on the leaves, not on the cauliflower. So that way also you can actually cut down the amount of oil you use. So for this, a little bit of salt goes in the oil. Now we turn the heat down a little bit and we let that cook. Just going to put another pan on so it steams slightly while it cooks. Right, so cauliflower sounds good. Let me just see what I'm doing here. Alright, so you can see we're not going too high. I don't want it black. Oh, look at that. Getting nice color. Now you can finish it off in the oven if you want. I'm just going to finish it off in the pan. I'm going to give it another 2 minutes and I'll switch it off and leave it to cool down in there, but it'll stay warm enough. Now for the sauce, we've got our gremolata. Just want to taste the seasoning. Oh, it's nice and sour. And that's how easy the sauce is to make. Now if you want to add some nuts to it, you can, for more texture. I like to use sprouts in it as well. We do our own homemade sprouts. It also gives it nice texture, but we've got now in there our broad beans, our peas, our cauliflower leaves. Now, the broad beans I just want to pop out. The peas can go in like that. The young broad beans as well can just go in like that. But the bigger broad beans, as you can see there, like these guys, we want to pop them out of the shell. Very easy. As they're blanched, you just pop them out. Now here you can add, if you want white beans, blanch them, cook some white beans in there, fine beans, green beans, whatever greens you want in there. This sauce is also quite nice if you make it with cavallo nero or kale or spinach. As you can see, it's not very saucy. It's like a very crunchy, fibrous pesto or paste. Okay, I'm going to switch that guy off. And we are about ready. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a lot of wild herbs that I've picked here. Some wood sorrel, also nice and acidic. This is called goosefoot, which is a type of marog. I've got some wood sorrel, wild peas. These ones are amazing. The reason I'm not using nuts in mine, these are fiddlehead ferns, and they've got a walnut taste. It's also got a really beautiful mouthfeel. That'll be my nuttiness in it. Some citadella. And then, from my garden, papinos. So, as this dish evolves, as the season goes on, and as availability out of our own garden, out of the forests, out of the vineyards, out of the rivers, the fields, whatever we pick, we adjust the cauliflower recipe. So it never stays the same. Every week it'll change, it'll tweak whatever herbs we have available, whatever's in the garden at the peak of its season. So today, these were ready. So I'm going to use them. I've got some carrots, cooked in their own juice and then pickled, and some beets from our garden. I've got some cauliflower, cooked in tamarind root, and some turnips from the garden, just blanched. Right, so let's plate this up. I got my cauliflower puree still warmish in a bag. So we'll plate up a couple of dots. A couple of dots there. Put our beets on. I like the contrast of warm and cold on a plate, so I'm not even going to warm these beets up again. Same with the carrot, that's pickled. Get that on. The pickled cauliflower. So there's quite a bit of acidity in this dish, but it's natural acids. We've used lime. We've used some kombucha with the carrots. Okay, now the pepino. Really delicious. This will add sweetness. Put some of our ferns on for nuttiness. Our cauliflower leaf. wild pea and some goosefoot. Now, let's grab our cauliflower. It's a very nice dish on a summer. You can do this on a braai as well. I mean, cauliflower on the braai is absolutely delicious. Okay. Remoulade. Make sure you get all those nice crunchy bits of veg in there. Some of that pickle herb juice. And then I've got a parsley oil that we made. And voila! Pan roasted cauliflower with everything from the garden. So what you have available is what you cook. That's why it's important to have your own vegetable gardens. Pull out your roses, pull out your lawns, whatever you need water for should be edible. So that's our philosophy in the restaurant, and that's all from our garden.
Welcome, Elisha. We are so happy to have you here with us today. I believe you're going to be making an amazing vegan burger for us.
Thank you.
And you have founded the Sunshine Food Sprouting Co., right?
Correct.
Did I get it
Yeah,
right?
you
Oh, good.
did get it right.
So in front of us, we've got our beautiful sprouts and the sunflower microgreens. Is that right?
Yes, which is our main ingredient.
Incredible.
Yes.
So take me through what we are doing today.
So today I've got the privilege to showcase the beetroot bun, which will make it in a classic burger, and then the charcoal burger. The charcoal bun, gonna use it for the charcoal veggie burger.
Amazing.
Yes.
They both look very beautiful. I love the colors.
Oh, thank you. And then, yeah, I just like the look of them. And also they've got a more rich look.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
We eat with our eyes after all.
Of course, of course.
Okay, great. So what do we do? What's the first step for today?
Our first step is we're going to do the patties first. So because they take 6 minutes to 8 minutes, depending with the heat.
Okay.
So before we start with our ingredients, so we can put the patty on the
pan?
On the pan.
Okay.
So I recommend coconut oil. Because coconut oil has got the ability to take high heat.
Yes,
And
definitely.
then it doesn't blacken or
Yes.
doesn't turn black, even if no matter how the high heat or no
Yes.
matter how it is.
High smoking point.
Exactly.
So today we're using a coconut virgin oil from our Food Lovers Market. So this is what we're going to be using today for our patties. There we go.
So I want to go through with you with the patty. So our patty is simply a butternut
Yes.
and sweet potato
Okay.
is our main ingredient.
Yes.
So with some added sprouts in it, and then to season we use basil and thyme.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Okay.
So these guys they take time to make,
All right.
and they take short time
To cook.
to cook.
And
So-
see how that coconut oil is melting so quickly already?
Very quick, very quick. So you don't need to put it too much.
Okay.
Because
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, because you don't want your patty to be immersed in oil.
Yes, yes.
So
Keep it healthy.
Keep it healthy.
And how hot must the pan be? Quite hot or sort of medium?
Reasonably hot.
Okay. Just so it's sizzling as you put it in.
It's easy. Now, here's the trick with the veggie patties. Many people say it's difficult to make them nicely, you flip it, but here's the secret. Right when it's cooking right there, you take a little bit of coconut oil,
Yeah.
right? And then you put it right there.
Just on top.
Just on top.
Okay.
Right. I'll tell you the reason why. Now, when it has cooked,
Yes.
it helps it to glide.
Oh, right.
So that when it lands on top, it doesn't stick.
I see. That's a very good tip. See, and I'm learning things now all the time.
So many people complain that when I do my patty, it breaks.
Yes.
The breaking starts on your second
On your second flip. Okay.
Yes.
Good to know. So it just really cooks for a very short amount of time, just to
It
get
does.
that color on
Yes.
the nice golden brown.
So now what you can do while it's cooking, we can do the harvest.
Right.
Because that will be the first ingredient to go
On the burger.
on top of the burger.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
And you just slice it gently
You just
with a
slice
knife?
it gently with a knife.
Yeah. Perfect.
In summer, these ones, they grow very fast.
Okay.
In winter, they take like 21 days.
They look beautiful. I love how
Thank
pretty
you.
they are.
That's why I like these ones better than lettuce. Yes.
It's nice to mix it up and maybe more nutrients than a lettuce.
Exactly.
Yes. And they do look very beautiful. Are they almost a little bit crunchy as well?
They are a little bit of crunchy. The reason why I chose them also is because of their nutritional value as well. Yes. Because these days when you are vegan, you just need to look after yourself.
Of course.
So get information of little bit on everything.
Definitely.
for your body.
You've got to make your food work hard for you.
Exactly.
Packed with nutrients.
Exactly. So
Amazing.
we go back to this patty so that we don't burn it.
Oh wow, that's looking amazing.
Yes.
And it's just
So that one is already done.
okay.
Yes. So normally do 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Okay.
So depending with now that's where the heat factor comes in. When your heat is, because now you don't want to flip it again and again.
Right.
That's where it's gonna start breaking.
You want to keep it together.
Exactly. So 2 minutes is better, and then maybe the second time, then you do a minute and a minute until you. Because I love that brown look.
Yes, it must look like it's nice and golden and a little bit crispy on the
Yes.
top.
So now can we start the cutting? The
Yes,
slicing?
yes, let's do it. I mean, how beautiful is that bun? I just love it.
Can you
So it's the
imagine?
beetroot that gives it that beautiful color.
Yes. It's the beetroot that gives this color.
It really is amazing. And will look so beautiful with the greens from the microgreens.
Yes. So this is the charcoal.
Yes.
Can't you like the combination?
I like the serving them together. It's really great.
Also you can also do that.
Oh yeah, true. Mix
And
them up.
that.
I love it.
Right. Now we're gonna start plating.
Okay.
We've got our first ingredient. So sunflower sprouts will be our base.
Okay.
This is my sauce,
And what is your sauce?
vegan mayo.
Okay, vegan
Yes,
mayo.
This is the vegan mayo. So what I simply do is the vegan mayo, I juice the beetroot, pour it in there,
Yes.
mix it up.
So it gives it the beautiful pink color as well. Amazing.
So I like the look of it when I start putting the. So here we go.
It looks so pretty on the charcoal bun. That's
I'm
amazing.
telling you.
I think the kids would love that as well, seeing the color of
Yes.
that. It's incredible. It's amazing what you can do getting the color from a vegetable like beetroot just to liven up some of your ingredients.
Nothing beats vegetables.
I'm a big beetroot fan
Yes.
as well.
So
That
here
looks
we go.
really pretty.
So now we start with our sunflower shoots. These guys, I love them. Sure. And then this is my my black bean salsa. This is where these ones comes in.
Okay.
Because I decided to cook the black beans
Yes.
and mix them together with lentil sprouts,
Yes.
sweet corn, and
Is it red pepper as well?
Yeah, red pepper and cilantro, and then with lemon
Yes.
and olive oil.
Oh, it sounds delicious.
Then I mix it together.
I can just eat that.
You can just this is a meal on its own
Definitely.
now. So this is what I do. So remember, I'm doing this because of I'm focusing on the nutrition side. So your burger, you don't want an empty burger. You don't want the whole thing. So you want to make sure that there's enough for your body.
Yes. And lots of different forms of vegan protein here because we've got the different forms coming from the beans, the lentils.
Yes.
That looks so
here we
pretty.
go. Now, what I do, I love this part. This is pickled red onions.
Lovely, delicious.
Very nice. They change the whole. I don't like raw onions.
A little bit too strong.
And also the after smell and stuff like that. So I rather pickle them. and
Takes
then
away that.
Takes away that, but you are left with the flavor.
Yes, the good flavor we want to keep.
So this is what I simply do.
And when you pickle them, how do you make that pickle?
I'll tell you a quickest way. You can make this thing in 5 minutes. You can make pickled onions in 5 minutes. Do you know why? Just take your apple cider,
Oh, yes.
boil it,
Yes.
and put them in
Put them in while it's warm.
while it's boiling.
Boiling, okay.
And then switch off your water.
And how long do you leave it there for?
You can use them
Immediately?
immediately.
Amazing.
Yes. But they've already killed that after smell
Yes.
that people don't like.
Okay, I'm going to try that at home. That
Yeah.
sounds great. They do look very beautiful too. And they still add that lovely flavor.
Yes. So people will not be ashamed to have their burger with onions because
Yes.
there's not that smell. Now, this stage, then I use the lemon cultured sauce. So now, I want to make my burger crunchy. So how do I achieve the? Because normally you want to run away from a patty that is mushy.
Okay.
I don't like patties that are mushy. So that's why in my patties I mix with
The sprouts?
lentil sprouts. But to achieve the crunchiness, I use roasted onions.
Oh, okay.
So you just put that.
This is really amazing because you have so many different textures happening.
And like you said, you eat,
So you
with,
eat
your
with your eyes.
So that's the idea. So now we take our patty. Now I took out chickpea on my ingredients
Okay.
because the chickpea makes my patty hard.
Oh, okay. So just to make it a little bit softer.
So I did it for a reason because the chickpea is tasty. So the time you keep your patties in the fridge, they become harder.
Okay.
Yes. So
Right.
so I took off the chickpea, but now then I started to make hummus
Oh, yes.
to bring the chickpea.
So you still get
back.
it back in, right?
Yes.
And you just spread a little bit of hummus on
Now,
the.
you just do it with like I love hummus.
Oh, me too.
And then I put it like that.
Oh, that looks so pretty. It looks so creamy and thick and beautiful.
Yes. So here we go. It won't be a burger without avocado.
Okay. I put avo on nearly everything. I love it so much. I think it's one of the best versatile fruits that we have.
What I normally do is I like it in slices. So this is what
So I'm going to watch your technique here to get the slices right. So you use the back of the knife.
the
actually.
back of the knife.
Okay.
Yes. Use the back of the knife. Here we go.
Looks so great. It really is it's a whole beautiful art putting this burger together. And I think so great again, like to do with the family, do with the kids if you've got them around.
It makes everyone involved.
Yes, definitely.
We need to salt the avocado.
You know what that avocado needs, darling? It needs me.
Oh, hello, Jenny.
It needs me to put it into my hot little mouth. And look at you all in red. You're wearing a Bogart creation. I love it. I've got one too.
Red jacket, red roll.
Darling,
Matching.
Those rolled. Look here. They do. They match my lips. I love them. I can't wait to do it. But listen, I'm going to let you carry on. But I just come to beg you for some of your sunflower sprouts. Can I have some for my dem
Yes,
later?
you can.
A lot or a little?
A lot.
I'm loving you. Woo! And can I have some of those and some of those?
I've got new ones coming through. So these ones were meant for this.
When I do that, they're going to start blossoming. Trust me.
Of course.
All right, baby.
Yes.
So you're going to make that. You're going to save me a piece, and I'm going to go put on my red jacket
All
and
right.
meet you later.
Perfect. Perfect. I like crowning it with alfalfa sprouts.
Right.
Exactly.
Extra texture again.
So now, So this is alfalfa sprouts. And then what I do now, I take these red onions.
Yes.
Because you know, when you take a bite, you want that flavor from the bottom to the top, or from the top to the bottom.
I love the way that you design your burger in terms of actually eating it, taking that bite, feeling all the textures.
This is my life. This is my lifestyle. And then sunflower.
And are those toasted, roasted sunflower
These are
seeds?
toasted or roasted sunflower. So, but these ones I toasted them.
And you just toast them in a dry pan?
Yeah,
or in the oven?
on a dry pan.
Okay.
On a dry pan, because you put oil, then they lose that crunchiness. So remember, the thing is, you want that crunchy.
Definitely.
To continue. You don't want only to feel it when you are at the patty.
When you have the onions below.
Exactly. So you want it also at the top. So with the same onions, then you put it in there. Right. It's not complete without the sauce.
Magic sauce.
Exactly. So this is how I do it.
Wow.
Look at that.
That looks absolutely amazing. It's a real work of art. Beautiful combination of flavors and textures and colors.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this is it.
You serve it just like that.
Yeah, so
that is beautiful.
So this is what I do. So this is what I do to make it easy for someone to eat it.
Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful that is. Look at how
so you
gorgeous.
see, it's
That is incredible. Wow. Thank you so much for showing us how to create the ultimate vegan burger.
yes.
This is
yes.
amazing.
You said it right.
The ultimate
you
one.
Said the ultimate veggie burger.
Thank you so much, Elisha. This has been a real education, and it's been so wonderful to see all these beautiful flavors put together, the vegan forms of protein put together, also adding some extra from the chana dal. So thank you.
I love it.
Hi everyone, and welcome to amazing Mia Smith. She is an incredible dietitian consulting with Be Green Dietitian at the moment. Mia, tell us what you're going to be making for us today.
I'm very excited to be here. I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite red espresso recipes for the festive season. So we're going to be making a red cappuccino and some chai drinks and some superfood lattes.
Oh, sounds delicious.
Okay, so we are going to be starting with our Rooibos red cappuccino. So this is really just, it's such a hectic time of year, and this is something that I love to just make for myself, to kind of take a moment for myself before my day starts. It is caffeine free, so you can drink it kind of any time of day. But basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna start here with the French press. So it's just 3 scoops.
3 tablespoons of the red espresso.
Yes. And this is great because, like I said, it's caffeine free, and the way that they actually make it is they grind the leaves, which means it has much more antioxidants and it's a lot more potent than traditional like Rooibos tea. Yes, so it's actually has 10 times more antioxidants.
Wow, that's a lot. Amazing.
Yes, and 5 times more than even green tea. So we're just going to leave this to brew here.
For about
on the
how
side.
long would you set it aside?
So for 2 minutes. So just to really get that flavor in. While we do that, we're going to be frothing our milk. And you can use any milk you like, but today we are using the Alpro almond milk.
Divine.
Okay. Yeah, so
How much milk are you using approximately?
So this is really how much you want. I'm just gonna froth enough.
Okay.
Okay.
And I see you just moving it up and down
Yes,
to create the
it's just
frothy
the
mixture.
Plunger, and you kind of want to be quick about it to really get the bubbles going. To really, yeah. Okay, so that looks about ready. So,
Amazing. That looks super frothy.
yes. So, like I was saying about the antioxidants, what that actually does in your body is it neutralizes free radicals, which means it helps you fight against disease, and that includes cancer. So this is actually a cancer smart choice. Okay, so after we've brewed it, we're just going to slowly plunge it.
I personally love the taste of rooibos. I actually have a little nighttime routine where I drink a cup of rooibos tea every evening before I go to sleep. Helps me to unwind.
Yes, and you can actually smell it. It smells delicious.
It smells lovely.
Okay, so we just need a little bit because, like I said, it's super concentrated.
Oh, the color is beautiful.
Yes. So you just need a little bit, and then you add your milk on top. And you can have it just like this. It's delicious like as is, but I'm going to add a touch of date syrup.
Oh, wow.
And so why the date syrup is great is because it actually has a little bit of fiber in it. So it's lower GI than your traditional cane sugar. Okay, so then I'm just gonna like have a sip.
Cheers.
Okay, so this is an example of how you can have it warm, but it's summer now and it's like festive season. And if you are going to be hosting family, maybe for a Sunday lunch or like a holiday dinner, then it's a great way to have it cold as well. So we're just gonna make an iced tea with our leftover brewed rooibos. So you fill your pitcher here with your ice cubes, and then you can use any juice you like. We have apple juice here today, so it's going to be...
For example, could you use like a berry juice and add some fresh fruit?
Yeah, so actually I love it with lemon. So it's great, like lemon juice or just garnish with lemon. So we're gonna add 2/3 juice. So you kind of fill the pitcher up mostly with the apple juice. And then 1/3, because this is so strong, you don't need a lot of it. So we're just gonna add 1/3 of the red espresso. And you can see how it like...
The color's so pretty.
Yeah, it like blends in, it makes it...
It must be lovely to have on a table outside with your family, lovely fresh juice, iced teas.
And it looks beautiful as well. So it tastes nice, it looks good.
It looks really pretty.
Okay.
And so you were saying lemon's a nice addition, some mint maybe?
Yes. Or just even like whole berries. So if you want to add some blueberries to it, we have some mint today. So yeah, we're just really gonna garnish it, and then you can always give it a stir just to combine everything together. There we go.
And how long would something like this stay in the fridge? Could you perhaps make it in advance and then serve it later?
Yeah, so you can kind of prep, so that's the nice thing about it. You don't have to like make it last minute. It's something that I think it'll keep about maybe 2-3 days if you keep it in the fridge. So it really is something that you can think ahead and make, but I don't think it'll last that long because it tastes nice. So if you leave it in the fridge, it might be gone before your party starts.
Consume quickly.
So we are going to be moving on to our chai drinks next, which I'm very excited about. So this is an iced chai latte that we're going to be making, but you can have it warm as well. And this is such an exciting product because it's actually one of the first of its kind, and it's vegan. So it's super creamy. It tastes just like the lattes that you get at the cafes, but you can make it in the comfort of your own home. So they have them in these tins and also in the sachets. So we're going to be using the sachets just because it's super convenient and easy. So basically, what you do is you empty your sachet into your glass over here. You can already smell it, like all the spices and...
So what are the spices typically used in your spicy chai?
So it's cinnamon, it's cardamom, and it's ginger. And these all have some great health benefits. They can help control blood pressure and blood cholesterol. So it really is a great drink. So
and it smells so Christmassy too.
Yes, exactly. It's a cinnamon. So you don't need a lot. You just kind of make it into a paste with the hot water. And then you just have to really make sure it dissolves well, so you don't get chunkies.
And do you recommend using hot water? Could you also use like a hot milk, for example?
Yes, you can, if you want it super milky and creamy. But we just like to dissolve it a bit. And then you top it with whatever milk you like. So we are using the almond milk again, and you just top it off. So you can see it makes such a lovely color as well. It's like caramel.
Beautiful.
So if you wanted to make this into a dirty chai, you can add a spoon of coffee, or you can add a spoon of, again, your red espresso.
Okay.
And then it just makes it, they call it a dirty chai when you
I love that.
when you get it, when you go out. And then because it's summer, we're gonna add some ice cubes. So it's a nice iced chai. Okay, so that is basically it. See, it's
Lovely.
super easy, it's quick. It's just something, yeah, that you can enjoy. Make
Super
for
quick and
yourself.
easy to make. Smells delicious.
Yes.
Comforting and tasty. Yum.
Okay. Then our next one. This is a super festive drink. It's a vegan eggnog. So we're going to be making an eggnog using almond milk and coconut milk and the spiced chai.
Wow.
Okay, so for this one, you need a bit more because you want to share. So if the family's coming over or something like that, you want to make a big pot. You're going to be using 4 sachets, and it's 22 grams in a sachet, and then you mix it with 30 mils of water per sachet. But you don't have to be that technical about it. You can just kind of eyeball it and just enough of the hot water to dissolve it.
Okay.
So yeah,
So you're again making that paste basically
Yes.
to mix it all together. Okay.
Yes, so it's just to dissolve it. And
Amazing. So how will you be spending your Christmas this year?
I love the outdoors, so I'm hoping to be at the beach somewhere.
Oh, divine.
Yes. And
And you can maybe pack some of this with you in a little container, take it to the beach, little
Exactly.
flask of your iced chai.
And because it's super warm, that's why we're doing the iced one. And the eggnog is also a chilled drink, so it's really something that you can enjoy throughout the year.
And again, make it in advance for the
Yes.
family.
So this one you actually do have to make in advance because it kind of has to thicken
Okay.
to really get that
Like texture.
eggnoggy texture.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to use the blender because we add some dates to this. So the dates is just, again, to sweeten it a little bit, to get that,
Balance of flavor.
festive taste. Okay, so it's about 6 or 7 dates, depending on how sweet you like it.
Okay.
And this is just pre-soaked. So basically, you can just add some boiling water to your dates and then wait until they are nice and soft because otherwise they can take a while to blend.
Yes. Or you can use those medjool dates, the slightly softer
Yes.
ones, but then maybe only about 4 or 5 or so.
Yes,
they're a
because
bit bigger.
they are sweeter as well. But you can use dry or fresh, like whatever works for you, whatever you have at home. And then this is coconut milk with almond milk, and it's steamed and like heated on a pot.
Yum!
Yeah,
It's all the good flavors, delicious.
exactly. And the coconut just really gives it that like that thick, creamy taste. So
And a bit of richness too.
yes, exactly. Okay, so then when that's all done, you're just gonna have it like this in your blender. Okay, so when your dates are blended, you're done. And then this is what it looks like. So then you obviously can drink it immediately because it tastes delicious, but I like to wait for it to just thicken up a bit. So I put it in the fridge, and then, when it's done, it's about 3 hours it takes for it to chill, and just kind of,
Serve
for
it
all
like
the-
that.
Yeah, for all the flavors to really settle and mix well, and then,
Marry
do it.
together. Yum!
So this is basically what your finished product will look like.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Can't wait to try it.
So what you can also do is, if you are having, a Christmas party or something, and there's people over, you can add a little bit of rum to make it like kind of a fun, festive cocktail. So if you do that, then you can always make
wow. Look at those. They look amazing.
these. Yes, you can make these for the kids. So these are the iced tea ones that you
Yes.
just freeze like that.
Brilliant.
And then this is the chai without the rum for the kids,
That's
hopefully.
divine. Yeah.
that you just freeze for the children, and it's such a fun treat for them because it's cold and it's sweet and it's summery, and you add some fruit, so then it's a lot better than like store-bought lollies because they're getting some of their fruits.
I see
in.
you've got a bit of strawberry in there,
Yes.
for example.
Yeah, so you can really use anything you like, whatever your kids like, and it's just delicious.
Or what you like.
Yeah.
Don't have to have them for the kids only.
Exactly. And then if you're outside by the pool or by the beach or whatever, it's just a great treat to snack on. Then we just have our last recipe, and that is our superfood lattes. So we're just going to show you some of them and talk about their great health benefits. We're going to start with our matcha. So matcha is actually a traditionally Japanese drink, and the same way that they make the red espresso, it's kind of the same. They use the green tea leaves, so it's green tea instead of rooibos tea. But again, because they use the leaves, and it's the leaves that's ground up, it's actually a lot higher in antioxidants.
Yes. Oh, and that color is so cool.
I know.
I love
It's
it. Such a bright green.
And that's typically the rule is like the more colorful or like natural color your food has, the better it is for you, because the color is where the antioxidants and the anti-inflammatory properties kind of hide, if you want to say it like that.
Amazing, that's a really good tip, everyone.
Yeah, so again, you just need a little bit of water, you dissolve it, and then milk of choice. So we are using the soy milk now, and you can just top it off like this.
Oh, that looks so yummy.
Yes, so you make your beautiful latte. And then just give it another mix just to make sure everything is dissolved. So this actually contains some organic coconut blossom sugar.
Okay.
And the coconut sugar is lower GI than traditional cane sugar. So you don't really need to add anything to it. Like, you can just mix it up and it's ready to go.
Super easy, lovely.
Yes. Super convenient. So the next one is our beetroot and ginger latte.
Ooh.
So beetroot actually contains a compound called nitric oxide, and it's a vasodilator, which means it opens up your arteries and your veins, and it allows your blood to flow a lot more freely. So it helps with things like blood pressure and athletic performance. Okay. So
I know from cycling that we have a lot of beetroot to help improve our performance naturally, you know, just recover.
Yes, people use it as a recovery drink because it also tastes nice.
Oh, and look at that ruby color. It's so gorgeous. Also divine for Christmas time.
Yes, I love it. They all just go so well together. So if you have one person in the family that like prefers one, it doesn't even matter. You can like.
And the addition of ginger with the beetroot, also such a beautiful combination.
Yes, it really brings out the beetroot taste. So again, you just top it off with your milk.
So pretty, I love it.
Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then our very last one is our turmeric latte. Turmeric is another one that's traditionally is used a lot in like Southeast Asian cooking, and it actually has a compound in it called curcumin, and that's what gives it the yellow color, and it's super anti-inflammatory. So again, it helps with conditions like heart disease and cancer because it really helps you fight off those free radicals.
Amazing.
Yes.
So many healthy benefits of these incredible superfood lattes.
Yes, exactly. So basically you can have them like this in latte form, and you can always add them to smoothies as well.
Oh wow, incredible.
Yes.
Also to get that beautiful pop of color. I think
Exactly.
with the beetroot and ginger.
So
Divine.
if you're making a smoothie bowl or something, it's really great to add them because they have that hint of sweetness. So maybe if you like used to adding like agave syrup, or you want dates in your smoothie, instead of that, you just add like a tablespoon of this, and then it gives you the great taste, all the health benefits, and you don't need to add any other sweeteners.
Oh, lovely. And look at how beautiful that color is as well. Stunning.
Yes, exactly. So the three of them together, I love looking at them together.
Yeah, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. It's so much fun.
I feel like we've learned so much.
Yes.
I want to grab one of these now and have some if that's okay.
Yeah, please. Enjoy.
Cheers.
It's not by chance that red espresso maintains its quality and signature taste that you've come to expect and love. When everything is done by hand, the end result is a taste experience that is not easily forgotten. Hand-sewn, hand-picked, hand-packed, and at last, handcrafted into one of our famous red drinks. From crop to cup.